everyone, and welcome back to the Learning Lab, where learning English is easy and enjoyable.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us again.
Hi, friends. I am Jenny.
And I am James.
And together we are your English teachers, but also your English friends.
That's right. We are not just teachers, we are your study buddies.
Before we start today's lesson, can we ask you for one small favor?
Yes, just one small favor.
If you enjoy this video, please give it a like.
And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel.
It really helps us, and it helps more people find our lessons too.
Okay, favor asked. Now, let's talk about today's exciting lesson.
This is day 4 of our series, Speak English Fluently in 10 Days.
Day 4 already. Time is flying.
I know, and today's topic is a very important one.
Today, we are learning how to introduce yourself in English.
Oh, this is one of my favorite topics.
Really? Why is that, Jenny?
Because, James, this is the very first thing you need when you meet someone new.
That is so true. A good introduction is like a warm handshake in words.
Wow, James, that is a beautiful way to say it.
Thank you, thank you. I practiced that line this morning.
Ha, I can tell. But okay, let's be honest with our viewers.
Honest about what, Jenny?
Honest that introducing yourself can feel scary, even for me.
Really? Even for you?
Yes, my heart beats fast, my mind goes blank, and I forget simple words.
Oh, Jenny, that happens to so many people. Don't worry.
Thank you, James. That makes me feel better.
And that is exactly why we are making this video today.
Yes, so if you feel nervous meeting new people, this lesson is for you.
By the end of this video, you will feel calm and confident.
You will know exactly what to say, step by step.
Let's start with the most basic part, greeting someone.
Okay, James, teach us. What do we say first?
The simplest greeting is hello.
Hello, nice and easy.
You can also say hi.
Hi, even shorter.
And in a more polite or formal situation, you can say good morning or good afternoon.
Good morning, good afternoon. I like those. They sound very polite.
Exactly. Use good morning or good afternoon in offices, interviews, or formal meetings.
And use hi or hello with friends, classmates, or casual situations.
That is a great tip, Jenny.
Thank you, James. I'm learning from the best.
Okay, after the greeting, what comes next?
Now we say our name, right?
Yes, this is the most important part.
So how do we say our name in English?
There are two simple ways. First way, my name is James.
My name is James.
Second way, I'm James.
I'm James. Oh, that is shorter and easier.
Yes, I'm is a short form of I am.
So I can say I'm Jenny instead of I am Jenny.
Exactly. Both are correct, but I'm sounds more natural in conversation.
That is so helpful. Native speakers use short forms all the time, don't they?
Yes, they do. Short forms make your English sound smooth and natural.
Okay, everyone, let's practice together right now.
Great idea. Repeat after us out loud.
Hello, my name is Jenny.
Hello, my name is James.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm James.
Perfect. Now you try it too, using your own name.
Yes, pause the video if you need to and say it out loud.
Great job, everyone. Now let's move to the next step.
Next, we usually tell people where we're from.
Oh, I love this part because I am proud of my hometown.
That is wonderful, Jenny. So how do we say it?
We can say, I'm from, and then the name of our city or country.
Can you give us an example, Jenny?
Sure, I'm from London.
Nice. And I can say, I'm from New York.
I'm from London. I'm from New York.
You can also say, I come from, instead of I'm from.
Oh, that's true. I come from Vietnam, for example.
Yes, I come from Vietnam is also correct and very common.
Great. So we have two ways, I'm from and I come from.
Exactly. Both work perfectly, so choose whichever feels easier for you.
Okay, listeners, let's practice again. Say your city or country out loud.
I'm from, and then your city.
Take your time. There is no rush here.
This is a safe space to practice. We are patient teachers.
Yes, we are. Now, James, what comes after that?
After that, we often talk about our job or what we do.
Yes, this part always makes me a little nervous.
Why nervous, Jenny?
Because sometimes I don't know the English word for my job.
That's okay. We'll learn some easy patterns right now.
Please teach me, James.
Okay, the simplest sentence is I'm a and then your job.
For example,
For example, I'm a teacher.
I'm a teacher, and I could say I'm a student.
Perfect example, Jenny.
Thank you, James. I'm learning from the best.
Okay, what other jobs can we practice? Let's try a few. I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer. Wait, why do we say an here, not a?
Great question. We use an before words that start with a vowel sound.
Oh, like engineer or artist?
Exactly. An engineer, an artist, an actor.
And we use a before words that start with a consonant sound.
Yes, like a teacher, a doctor, a driver.
That is such a simple rule, but so useful.
It really is. Small rules like this make a big difference.
Okay, if you don't have a job yet, what do we say?
Good question. If you are a student, you say, I'm a student.
And if you are not working right now, you can simply say, I'm currently between jobs, or just talk about your studies or hobbies instead.
That is very thoughtful, Jenny. Thank you for adding that.
Of course, we want everyone to feel comfortable no matter their situation.
Absolutely. Okay, now let's talk about hobbies and interests.
Oh, I love this part. Talking about hobbies is so much fun.
Me too. So how do we say it in English?
We can say, I like, and then our hobby.
For example,
I like reading books.
I like playing football.
I like cooking.
I like traveling.
Notice something here, everyone. After like, we usually add ing to the verb.
That's right. Read becomes reading, cook becomes cooking.
Very good rule to remember.
You can also say, I enjoy instead of I like. It means almost the same thing.
I enjoy painting. I enjoy listening to music.
Great examples, Jenny. You are really good at this.
Aw, thank you, James. You are too kind.
Okay, so now we know 4 important parts: greeting, name, where you're from, and your job or hobby.
Yes, and now let's learn how to ask these same questions back to someone else.
Great idea, because a conversation is always 2 ways.
Exactly. It's not just about talking, it's about listening too.
So, to ask someone's name, we say, what's your name?
What's your name?
To ask where they're from, we say, where are you from?
Where are you from?
To ask about their job, we say, what do you do?
What do you do? Wait, that sounds like what are you doing? Are they the same?
Good question, but no, they are different.
Please explain, James.
What do you do asks about your job in general.
Ah, I see.
But what are you doing asks about this exact moment right now.
Oh, that makes sense. So if someone asks, what are you doing? I might say, I'm watching this video.
Exactly. Perfect example.
Thank you, James. This is such an important difference.
It really is. Small words, big meaning.
Okay, let's also learn how to ask about hobbies.
Simple. We say, what do you like doing?
What do you like doing?
Or, what are your hobbies?
What are your hobbies? I love that question. It opens up a fun conversation.
It really does. People love talking about their hobbies.
Okay, now that we have learned all the pieces, let's put them together.
Yes, let's act out a full conversation for our viewers.
I love this part. Should we do a casual conversation first?
Yes, let's imagine we are meeting at a coffee shop.
Perfect. Okay, everyone, listen to this natural conversation.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Jenny. Nice to meet you, Jenny. I'm James.
Nice to meet you too, James.
So, where are you from?
I'm from London. What about you?
I'm from New York.
Oh, nice. What do you do, James?
I'm a teacher. What about you?
I'm a teacher too. What a coincidence.
Wow, really? That's amazing.
It really is. So what do you like doing in your free time?
I like reading and traveling. What about you?
I like cooking and watching movies.
That sounds lovely. It was really nice talking to you, Jenny.
It was nice talking to you too, James. Okay, everyone, did you catch all of that?
That was a full, natural introduction using everything we learned today.
I really liked the phrase, nice to meet you. Let's talk about that a little more.
Yes, great point. Nice to meet you is something you say when you meet someone for the first time.
And you can also say, it's a pleasure to meet you in a more formal situation.
That is such a great tip, Jenny.
Thank you, James. I try my best.
And when someone says nice to meet you, what do we reply?
We can simply say, nice to meet you too.
Exactly. Keep it simple and it will always work.
Okay, now let's try a formal conversation too, because sometimes we need formal English.
Great idea. Let's imagine this is a job interview.
Perfect. Okay, everyone, listen to this more formal introduction.
Good morning. Thank you for coming today.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Of course, my name is Jenny Parker.
Nice to meet you, Jenny. Where are you from?
I'm originally from London, but I currently live in New York.
I see. And what do you do currently?
I currently work as a marketing assistant.
That's great. And what are your interests outside of work?
I enjoy reading and I am very passionate about writing.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Jenny.
Thank you. Okay, everyone, did you notice the difference between the two conversations?
Yes, the formal one uses full words, not short forms.
That's right. We said, my name is, instead of I'm.
And we used words like currently and originally, which sound more professional.
Great observation, James. You are so smart.
Thank you, Jenny. You make me sound smart with your questions.
Ha, teamwork. Okay, let's also learn a few common mistakes now.
Yes, this is important because everyone makes mistakes when learning.
The first common mistake is saying, my name is called Jenny.
Oh, I hear that a lot. The correct way is, my name is Jenny, or I'm called Jenny.
Thank you for the correction, James.
No problem. We are all learning together.
The second common mistake is mixing up a and an.
Yes, remember, use an before vowel sounds and before consonant sounds.
Great reminder. The third common mistake is forgetting to ask questions back.
Oh, that is so true. A conversation should never be one-sided.
Exactly. Always show interest in the other person, too.
That is a wonderful tip, Jenny.
Thank you, James. Now let's give our viewers a simple challenge.
Yes, a fun challenge to practice today's lesson.
Pause this video and introduce yourself out loud using everything we learned.
Your name, where you're from, your job, and one hobby.
Take your time. There is no rush.
And remember, practice makes progress, not perfection.
I love that, James. Progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Every small step forward is a big win.
Okay, everyone. I hope you feel more confident now.
Let's quickly review everything we learned today.
First, we learned simple greetings like hello and good morning.
Second, we learned how to say our name using my name is or I'm.
Third, we learned how to say where we are from using I'm from or I come from.
Fourth, we learned how to talk about our job using I'm a or I'm an.
Fifth, we learned how to talk about hobbies using I like or I enjoy.
And finally, we learned how to ask these same questions back to others.
What a lesson, James! We covered so much today.
We really did. And remember, kind words and simple rules make daily conversations so much easier.
That is such a lovely way to end this lesson.
Thank you, Jenny. Now let's ask you, our viewers, a question.
Yes, here's our question of the day.
If you could introduce yourself to anyone in the world, who would you choose?
Ooh, I love this question. Write your answer in the comments below.
Yes, and try introducing yourself in English in the comments too.
We would love to read your introductions.
We really would, so don't be shy.
Okay, everyone, that brings us to the end of day 4.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please share it with a friend who is also learning English.
And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
It really helps us keep making these lessons for you.
Thank you so much for learning with us today.
We are so proud of you for practicing your English.
Come back tomorrow for day 5 of our series.
It's going to be another fun and easy lesson, we promise.
Until then, take care and keep practicing.
Goodbye, everyone, and see you very soon.
Bye-bye.